What's up guys, ACCardShark back with another eBay unboxing video. I've been saving, you haven't seen a lot of eBay unboxing videos as of late because I've been saving a lot of these up for one like massive video, and so that's basically why I'm coming to you today. There's got a huge amount of stuff here, and just want to show you everything I picked up. Mostly eBay stuff, just some trades online, just a whole bunch of different stuff going on. So without further ado, going to get right into it because I got a whole lot going on. First one is an envelope here, and I already split everything open as always. And pulling it out, it is a game for the Super Nintendo. Ultra stoked to have this in my collection. I believe I picked this up underneath, I forget how much it was because it was a while ago, but it was underneath what its value actually is. But that game is Mega Man Soccer for the Super Nintendo. And there's your spine right there. Mega Man Soccer. It does have some wear to the spine there, as you can see, but it is clear, you can read it. Everything is cool. So Mega Man Soccer for Super Nintendo is the first pickup there. Next one up, I believe this was a purchase online from one of the communities I belong to on Facebook, video game collector communities. This guy was selling some NES titles, and he had one I needed. I picked it up. So I forget exactly what I paid for it. Again, it was a while ago. But the game is called Galaxy 5000 Racing in the 51st Century. And there's your spine right there. A little bit of peeling, but nothing crazy. Galaxy 5000, and there's your game right there. So that's another addition for the NES collection. Let's see, next one I come across is another envelope, and pulling out the game, just a regular NES game, one that I picked up. Again, I don't remember prices on almost any of these because it was a while back, but the game is called Dragon's Lair for the NES. Dragon's Lair, classic video game from back in the day, and it was ported to the NES, and I picked up a copy there. So that's another NES edition. This next thing looks like a GameCube game. Just a rarity that I've been looking for to add to my collection. Found it for the right price on eBay and picked it up. It is a 2-game bonus disc for the Nintendo GameCube. It is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time Master Quest for the Nintendo GameCube, as you can see. And then there's the spine right there. It's basically the Ocarina of Time 2-game special edition, whatever you want to call it. But it is complete with the booklet and the disc right there. And that's my latest GameCube edition right there, which is really rare. You never really hear me talk about a GameCube edition to the collection. But next one up is a trade that I had made online, priority mail here. He was a member on one of those communities on Facebook and had posted up some stuff that he had to, I guess, get rid of or up for trade or sale or whatever. And I didn't want to really pay anything, so I asked him what he wanted for this game. I ended up trading him an NES game I don't have duplicates of, which I really, really rarely do. But I ended up getting something that was worth more to my overall collection, and the NES game I can replace. The NES game was Nightmare on Elm Street, which it's becoming more and more rare as time goes by, but pretty easy to replace. $20 or less, no big deal. This game here, according to the app, I believe was like 30 or 40 bucks complete in box, which it is. But for the Sega Master System, complete in box, it's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, a lot of people don't know that the Sonic games came out on the Master System, myself included for a while, because of the graphics not being Genesis. Like Genesis has the 16-bit processor, this is only 8-bit. So, real interesting. But as you can see, opening it up, it is complete in box. And there's your cartridge for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I figured this was a better addition to my overall collection than having Nightmare on Elm Street. And like I said, Nightmare on Elm Street, pretty easy to replace. This is not exactly easy to come by all the time. So I made that trade and picked that up for my Master System collection. Let's see, pulling out some more stuff here. Tossing the garbage aside. And we have, let's see, I believe this is actually a PAL region game for the NES, which I believe, avalanche, avalanche of garbage. It is a PAL region game for the NES, one that I have never come across until now, and just awesome. In honor of the World Cup, I wanted to pick this up. It's Konami Hyper Soccer. And that is, as you can see, the round seal of approval. And Region B, that is a PAL region game. You can look on the back, it has all the different languages right there. But Konami Hyper Soccer, I have no idea if it's any good. It was in the app as a game I needed, and found it for the right price, so I picked it up. Let's see, next baggie that I come across is a baggie of Game Boy games. Picked this one up for, I believe, $9. I remember that only because of the fact that it was such a cheap price for what I got. First game I already have, so I'm probably just going to pop it on eBay because I don't need to. I picked this up from the flea market not too long ago, actually, but it's the Castlevania Adventure for the original Game Boy. Second game up I picked up, again, I didn't get it for this game, but I'll try it nonetheless, but it's Sunsoft's Daffy Duck. The third game up, always a good time. Hopefully this one is too. Tetris Blast for the original Game Boy. The next one up, black cartridge, is Rampage World Tour. And then the last one, which is really what I picked it up for, and this is what makes it crazy that I only paid $9 plus shipping for this package of games. Kirby's Dream Land. For the not for the NES, but for the original Game Boy. So those 5 cartridges, less than $10. That's less than $2 a piece. That's kind of flea market prices right there, which is nuts. But awesome, deal and everything else. So I couldn't pass it up. I mean, even though it came with games I didn't necessarily need. Getting into some more rare stuff. A couple items left here. Small little envelope here. You guys know I'm into the weird, wacky little collectibles, and this definitely goes along those lines. It's going to sit up on my shelf of collectibles. It is an action figure. Tiny little action figure. Apparently they made these back in the day, back in the 80s, and I never knew about them, and so I picked up my first one. I know of at least 2 that they have total. I don't know if they have any more characters than this, but it is a King Hippo action figure. As you can see, there's King Hippo with his crown, his boxing gloves, his trunks and everything. And I know for a fact that they made a Little Mac one as well, which is a little bit more expensive to come across. These guys run some money, and I didn't realize it until I found this guy for a cheap price and picked it up when I saw it. But really, really awesome little guy here to put up on my shelf. I do want to get the Little Mac figure if I can find it at the right price. I'm not sure if they made any other characters like Glass Joe, Piston Honda. I'm not sure. I just know that they made King Hippo and Little Mac. So I'm going to do some more research and find out what I can find. But awesome little addition for the collectible shelf. And just something fun. Alright, now getting into some actual rarity games. Let's see. This was a purchase, these next 2 games actually were a purchase off of, again, the video game community on Facebook. Someone posted these up that he had them for sale. He actually runs a video game store in New York, I believe, which it's a little too far for me to go visit, unfortunately, but he was selling these. First one, they're both for Sega CD. First one up is a game complete in box, and it's a game called Flink. If you guys are wondering what Flink looks like, you're already on YouTube right now. Just look up some gameplay. It looks like an amazingly fun game. Cool platformer. It says it's over 55 levels. Just looks like an amazing time. As you can see, it is complete. Instructions and disc are all in there. So I did purchase that from I believe it was J Street Video Games. Flink for the Sega CD, which is on the rare side. It does carry a price tag. Speaking of rare, this is actually probably going to be the rarest game in my Sega CD collection. I'm looking at it now. It probably is pretty close to the rarest game. Unfortunately, no instructions, so there's no front cover art. The spine is there, which is important for my shelf. The back cover art is there. The disc is in there, obviously. No front cover art. So I'm going to show you the spine to show you the title. That game is Pop Full Mail for the Sega CD. As you can see on the back here. RPG, fantasy adventure. It's just looks like an awesome time. This game carries a hefty price tag for the most part. The fact that it didn't have the front cover art gave me a really good deal on this game, because he knew that I was a collector and everything else. So if anyone out there knows how to find some front cover art for me, I would love to at the very least print it out and just to have it in there. But pick those two up from a purchase again on Facebook. 2 games left. I believe that's it. I'm looking around. I don't think I see any more pickups, but I'm not sure. Nope, that's it. So two more games. As you guys know from the last Brick and Mortar Monday episode that you saw, I picked up a Panasonic 3DO from Nazareth Exchange. I saw this game, unfortunately, like a week before at Too Many Games at the conference. I saw this game and I didn't pick it up because I said, well, I don't have a 3DO. Why would I buy a 3DO game? And of course, a week later, I find a 3DO and I have it sitting over here and I can play it. And of course, didn't pick up the game. I'm kicking myself and everything else. So I go online. And of course, it's a hell of a lot more expensive on eBay than it was at the conference. Until I came across this specific one and was able to pick it up for, I believe, the same price, because it had free shipping. So it was actually the same price as what it was at Too Many Games. I believe it was like 20 bucks or 18 bucks, something like that. But for the 3DO, my first actual purchase outside of the bundle that came with the system, and you guys know I love this series, and that is Theme Park. In the big case, complete in box. I absolutely love Theme Park. It is one of my favorite games of all time. Back from even on the PC CD-ROM days. And if you open it up, it has that clamshell clip right here. You open it up, and as you can see, I believe it's missing some instructions from up here, but not a big deal. There's your disc right there. I did pop this in already and play it, because as soon as it came in the mail, I ripped the thing open and I wanted to play this game. It plays exactly like the CD-ROM did back in the day. The intro is the same. The graphics are the same. They map the controller for this perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Like I believe it's like one of the shoulder buttons is like, it literally brings up a quick menu of all the things you can do. You pick what you want, drag your trails, you place your rides. I mean, like, it literally is just like a quick key. You don't have to go through menu after menu. It's just brilliant the way it's done. It really is. As you can see, there's your gameplay video or screenshots and everything else. Just absolutely awesome. So if you guys happen to have a 3DO out there, pick this game up. It's absolutely stellar for this system, and I can't recommend this one enough. So Theme Park for the 3DO, my very first actual purchase outside of the bundle that I got with the system. And then the very last one, ultra stoked about this game. Here's the package here. It's one single NES game. Found it finally. I've been searching for this game for a long while and finally came across it for a really good price, and I actually had eBay bucks to turn in, so it actually helped reduce my price even more. It is definitely a rarity for the NES, and just an absolute stellar game. It's not just rarity, it's a great game. A lot of fun to play. That game is Gun-Knack. So Gun-Knack for the NES, as you can see, it's in really good shape. Just an absolutely amazing addition to my collection, and one that I needed for a long while. I mean, I needed it up until now. And like I said, guys, even if you have to get the emulator or something like that on your computer or whatever, bust this game out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good times. So Gun-Knack, it's a shooter, it's fun, it's rare, and I was finally able to land an original copy for the NES. So I'm like so ultra stoked to have this in my collection. So Gun-Knack is the final pickup. Overall, just awesome pickups. Gun-Knack for the NES. I got Konami Hyper Soccer for the NES. We have Dragon's Lair for the NES and Galaxy 5000 for the NES. We got the 5 Game Boy games, Kirby's Dream Land. We have Rampage World Tour. We have Tetris Blast. Daffy Duck Castlevania Adventure for the Game Boy. Theme Park for the 3DO. We have Pop Full Mail and Flink for the Sega CD. 2 rarities right there. King Hippo, chilling on my shelf. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Master System. Mega Man Soccer for the Super Nintendo, another pretty hard to come by title for the right price. and then the Ocarina of Time double disc, or not double disc, but double game disc for the Nintendo GameCube. I call that an overall awesome eBay unboxing, guys. I do have, I believe, one more package coming in the mail, and I'm going to add it onto the end of this video. I know it's already 15 minutes, give or take, long on this video, but I'm going to add it on the end. It's only, I think, 2 items coming, so no big deal on that. It'll just be an extra minute or 2. And then we'll call it a wrap. So I'm going to cut to the next segment right about now. Alright guys, back with part 2 of this eBay unboxing. The box I was waiting for finally did arrive. I'm covering up my address here. I'll show you why it took so long. It took about a couple of weeks. But as you can see, it was from Australia. So as you can see, it was over $20 in shipping, which sucks, but still got a good deal regardless. So did get two games in a box here from Australia, imported here to the United States. Already split it open, obviously, so I can save you some time because it was taped pretty heavily. But taking it out, there are bubble wrap games in here, which is awesome. Packaged really well, from what I can see. And there are, let's see, 2 games. Let's see. Just taking some of the, they were individually bubble wrapped. All right, cool. Let's see. So awesome. Okay, cool. 2 games for the NES. 2 games that were, I believe, both PAL region games. So they were for other countries, not North America. Again, they'll play in my top loader, but they are in my app as games needed for my collection if I want to complete the entire NES collection, PAL and NTSC or North American included. The first game, I'm not sure how good it is, but I have very, very rarely come across this on eBay. And I came across this one. It was buy it now or best offer. I got it for less than 20 bucks. I think it was like 18 or 17 bucks. That game is called International Cricket. Obviously, you know this is not a game that would be released in North America because cricket is not a game that is that popular here. There's the spine right there. International Cricket. Only problem is that you have some label peeling at the corners, but really, I mean, overall condition is pretty darn good. And again, just like all the PAL region games, they do have multiple languages across the back for the cautions, which is awesome. So I'm not sure what it was on the app as far as value is concerned. Let me take a look real quick. But I mean, I looked this game up a lot because I see it on my list, and I'm like, you know, that would be kind of a fun game. It's just different, you know. It's a different type of game for the NES, and you know, I was able to finally find it. But let's see the info on this game. According to the app, I'll show you the screen here. According to the app right there, cart only is $25, and it's a 7 out of 12 rarity. So $25 game. I got it for, I believe it was 18. Pretty decent deal at least. Not the greatest because you have to factor in that shipping was $20 shipping. Well, it's $20 Australian, which works out to be like 18, 19 US. But again, not ultra terrible whatsoever. So that was that. And then the other game I got is NES as well, Black Sleeve, which is always a plus when it comes with the Black Sleeve. This game is ultra hard to find. I found a lot of reproduction carts. This is authentic. It is official. It goes at a 10 out of 12 on the rarity scale, so it is amongst my top rare games. Again, PAL region only, but put out by Sunsoft. The game is called Euphoria the Saga, or Euphoria just for short. If you guys look this game up on eBay, you can see the prices that it goes for. This one's in stellar condition. Again, flipping it around, you do have some of the other languages in the back again, which is actually the same language as International Cricket. So I'm assuming it's, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. But upon looking it up on the app, I paid, I would say, half of what the game is actually worth. If you look at the app right here, 10 out of 12 rarity, cartridge only, $119 value. I paid less than half of that. So when you factor that in, you know, saving around $60, give or take, off the price, the $20 shipping really didn't come into play at all. So just an overall awesome hit from Australia. I love importing games from other countries, especially the PAL region only. I have found some PAL games that were United States based, And while that's still cool and all because they had to be imported at some point, to get them directly in the mail from Australia, literally opening the box, like the games are seeing the light of day for the first time ever in America, I just feel that to be so awesome. And the fact that I have them now in my collection, especially Euphoria, such a tough game to come across, at least at the right price. It does sell for upwards of like usually 150 on eBay, right around that area. And it is definitely one of the more rare games on the system. Actually, speaking of that, let me look it up on the app and see. The app actually will tell me the top rare games in my collection. And let me see actually where it ranks. Euphoria is actually not even on the list. Ironically enough, the list only gives you the top 16 games, I guess. So if you look at this is the app right here, the most rare games I have. Rodland, Bonk's Adventure, what is that? Devil World, Fire and Ice, Little Red Hood, Secret Storm. The very last one, the number 16 game, is DuckTales 2. Which is actually also a 10 out of 12 on the rarity scale. So it's right around that range, but still one of the top rare games. And I have just under 700 games back here. And to have it be number 17 or so on the rarity scale is still pretty special. Looking it up on the most valuable games in my collection, as you can see, you got Bonk's Adventure, Banana Prince, Rodland, Snow Brothers, DuckTales 2, and then Euphoria. So Euphoria is the number 6 most expensive game in my collection. You got Gun Knack, Little Red Hood, etc., etc. Sunday Fun Day, TMNT, Tournament Fighters, Mighty Final Fight, Contra Force, Cowboy Kid. The list goes on. It's definitely one of those games that that definitely is up there on the most prized possessions in this collection. So an absolute amazing hit off of eBay. Again, I shot him best offer and he accepted. There was no haggling involved. His buy it now price was a steal. Like I think he was charging like $80 buy it now, or 75 buy it now, something around that range, which is a steal in itself, which is why I was real hesitant. I'm thinking it's like a repro cart, and sure enough, it is an authentic cart. Just by looking at it, you can just tell that it is authentic. And basically, I shot him the offer of like whatever it was, like $50-something, and he just was like, bang, accept. I'm like, he's just looking to unload stuff. He doesn't care about what the value is. He just wants to unload it, get some cash for his stuff in like a garage sale or yard sale fashion. And you know what? He made me happy, and he got some cash along the way. So that's the way game selling really should go. Like you're looking to unload it to somebody who's going to appreciate it. Give them a deal that they can afford it. And, if that's the case, these inflated prices that you see, like $500 for Little Samson, wouldn't happen, So, Little Samson, a game I still need for my collection. Why? Because I'm not dropping $500 on a copy, Like, I'll wait. Eventually that bubble will pop, and prices will come back down again, and then I can continue to collect. So I'm not doing it for the dollar value. I'm doing it for my collection and games. So, anyway, just my little soapbox for a minute. Euphoria and International Cricket as part 2 of this eBay unboxing, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the entire video. It's a long one. I apologize for the length, but it was packed full of good stuff. Till next time, guys, Euphoria and ACCardShark. Take care.